When our country is in trouble, infiltrated by criminals, Cyril Ramaphosa, instead of dealing with the criminals, he actually makes us pay more.
South Africa is in flames, not from fire, but from a fiery bombshell which is tearing the ANC party apart.
And this syndicate involves, amongst others, politicians who are currently serving in parliament. The law enforcement officers include the members of the South African Police Service, the Metro Police, and correctional services.
And now, Prince Mashele has stepped in with fiery words, calling the ANC African national criminals.
It's no longer the African National Congress, it's the African national criminals.
And accusing President Cyril Ramaphosa of partnering with criminals instead of pushing them away. So
there is absolutely nothing that Mkhwanazi knows that Cyril Ramaphosa does not know. In fact, he is insulting our intelligence as a society. He knows. He even knows more than what Mkhwanazi knows. So there is absolutely nothing for him to find out. He knows Mchunu is in the pockets of criminals. He knows that. But he cannot act sternly against Mchunu. Why? Because he and Mchunu are partners in crime.
In this video, I try to break down into pieces what really happened, and what you can do for me is just to subscribe to the channel.
Guys, if you've enjoyed this video so far, please do me a huge favor and hit the like button and subscribe. These videos take quite a long time to make, so if you could help me out, I'll love you forever. Thank you all for your support. Now let's get back to this crazy story.
Cyril Ramaphosa will go down in history as one of the most useless presidents we have had after 1994. And I don't mince my words, useless. The Zuma will go down in this as the most criminal.
It all started when Lieutenant General Lucky Mkhwanazi, KwaZulu-Natal's provincial police commissioner, dropped one of the biggest truth bombs in South African police history.
In the year 2024, a request was received from Gauteng Organized Crime Investigating Unit to assist with the investigation to dismantle the organized crime syndicate that was operating in Gauteng, that was controlled in Gauteng but operating in the rest of the country and in neighboring countries. I, as a provincial commissioner, took a decision to deploy 10 members from this political killings task team to go and support this organized crime unit in Gauteng. I can tell South Africans that this decision was a cause for the disbandment letter of this team, because they overstepped their mandate of only focusing in KZN. They went to support Gauteng organized crime unit with the dismantling of a criminal syndicate. And I can confirm before the South Africans today that the investigation which these members were involved with in Gauteng has unmasked the syndicate. And
he revealed that over 100 case files were removed from his unit and ignored, all to cover and protect politicians and corrupt officers tied to organized crime.
A total of 121 case dockets that were under investigation were taken away from the task team as directed by a Deputy National Commissioner Crime Detection, a Lieutenant General Sibia, who was acting on the instruction of the Minister of Police to disband the team. This was done without the authority of the National Commissioner, nor I, as a Provincial Commissioner, was never informed. These case dockets have since March been sitting at the head office ever since, without any investigation work done on them. 5 of these dockets had already instruction to arrest perpetrators, but nothing has been done because a Lieutenant General Sibia, being instructed by the minister, or well, executing instruction of the minister, withdrew all these dockets and they're sitting in archive in his office in Pretoria. God knows why. Therefore, only a total of 112 dockets which are still in court, of which 54 of them are political related, and others will include parallel ad hoc, as well as those the dockets that are involving the incident at Fort Hare University, and 5 of them are traditional leadership are still with the team at this present moment.
Mkhwanazi also added that the syndicate includes sitting members of parliament, SAPS, Metro Police, and even correctional officers.
This syndicate involves, amongst others, politicians who are currently serving in parliament. The law enforcement officers include the members of the South African Police Service, the Metro Police, and correctional services. They include prosecutors in Gauteng province, the judiciary, and all these are controlled by the drug cartel as well as business people in that province of Gauteng.
Among the names mentioned, few ones that stood out was the Police Minister Senzo Mchunu and Lieutenant General Shadrach Sabia.
All these are controlled by the drug cartel as well as business people in that province of Gauteng.
Lieutenant General Shadrach Sabia has revealed that he was shocked and will be speaking to his lawyers to respond appropriately.
We heard Mkhwanazi say that meeting took place, but there can never be peace between a criminal and a police officer. Now, this suggestion seems to be made towards General Shadrach Sabia, who joins me on the line now. General Shadrach Sabia, thank you very much indeed for your time.
First and foremost, I must say that I'm very much disappointed and shocked because the last time I spoke to General Mkhwanazi was on Friday, and all was well. And to my surprise, I got many calls that coming through say, hey, are you listening, are you watching? But this is my official response. At this point in time, I just want to say that this matter just came to my attention now, and I've not been made aware of all the details. I will most certainly respond after I have had an opportunity to ascertain the issues, and then subject to the proper regulations and processes, I will also respond.
Senzo Mchunu also responded to the allegations through the police PRO.
The Minister of Police, Mr. Senzo Mchunu, feels it is important to clarify the following. The Minister has never met Mr. Nhlanhla, has never spoken to him, nor has the Minister ever requested or received anything from him. The Minister did, however, initiate a review of the SAPS tender awarded to him when suspicions of possible wrongdoing surfaced. It was the same tender which has since been terminated. Furthermore, whilst the Minister knows and has met Mr. Brown Mkhwanazi, he is just a comrade and not an associate of the Minister.
Now, shortly after this, everybody was expecting the President of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, to comment on this issue, as he has always preached never to want to have anything to do with corruption and corruption-related activities. And so everybody expected him to speak on this issue. Even though he was out of the country in Brazil, he still went ahead and made a televised speech.
These allegations, if proven true, threaten to undermine the confidence of South Africans in the ability of the South African Police Service to protect them and to effectively fight crime and corruption.
He revealed that he has suspended the minister, Mr. Senzo Mchunu, and also created a committee of inquiry to look into the issue.
To address these allegations and the implications of these allegations, I'm establishing a judicial commission of inquiry that will be chaired by Acting Deputy Chief Justice Mbuyisile Madlanga. Justice Madlanga will be assisted by Advocate Sesi Baloyi, Senior Counsel, and Advocate Sandile Khumalo, Senior Counsel. The Commission will investigate allegations relating to the infiltration of law enforcement, intelligence, and associated institutions within the criminal justice system by criminal syndicates.
But this only fueled public anger, as South Africans were tired of public inquiries. There are a number of public inquiry cases in South Africa which never come to a conclusion or continues to take a toll on the people, with people on this board being paid every day. They think that this rather brings burden on the taxpayers instead of rather solving these particular cases. The people had expected Cyril Ramaphosa to rather sack Senzo Mchunu instead of suspending him and giving him right to all that he uses, his car, his bungalow, and everything.
When our country is in trouble, infiltrated by criminals, Cyril Ramaphosa, instead of dealing with the criminals, he actually makes us pay more. We pay him 2 ministers. We are even going to pay for a commission of inquiry.
And 2 deputy ministers.
And 2 deputy ministers. So the summary of the story is this. This is the most expensive way of insulting us. He has used our money as a nation to insult us expensively.
And so the people took Cyril Ramaphosa to Twitter. Now on X, this one said, Melosa said, why the hell would President Ramaphosa place Senzo Mchunu on leave instead of being suspended? Mama Winnie said, the word is out. We are giving Senzo Mchunu till Thursday to resign, or this country will turn into peaceful flames. Moreover, we are calling for the President Cyril Ramaphosa to be prosecuted for the Pala. The Salt of the Earth also wrote on X, many South Africans are disappointed with Cyril Ramaphosa's lack of action against corruption allegations on Senzo Mchunu by General Mkhwanazi. It shows how a lot of people don't understand politicians. They are all the same. They will protect each other over the greater good. But that's when Prince Mashele came in gun blazing. Known for his unapologetic political commentary, Mashele held nothing back. He actually wiped the floor with the president, Cyril Ramaphosa. He revealed that the ANC has now moved and now became African national criminals, made up of criminals, including Cyril Ramaphosa, and that Ramaphosa is part of the problem, not the solution.
It's no longer the African National Congress. It's the African National Criminals. We wrote it. It's there. It's in writing. So I was not shocked because I have always known that the ANC is now a bunch of criminals. So when I heard that there's an ANC minister who is in cahoots with criminals, I knew that this is exactly the ANC that I know. But as a citizen, I am very concerned. Our state is drifting unguided. And those who are supposed to be guardians of our children's future no longer have the interests of the nation at heart.
He even predicted the president's arrest if the investigation is not conducted without fear or favor.
Here is my prediction. Ramaphosa, if he lives long, say he touches 80, he will die in jail.
Sure.
You see, when you are in power, and I've seen Zuma, by the way, play this game before, you can use state institutions to protect yourself. You commit crime because you have power. But let me tell you, 10 years is nothing in the life of a nation. I saw Zuma exiting power, and I saw Zuma going to jail. When the next administration comes, Pala will not die. All those files, not all of them will disappear. And those investigations will still be conducted. Ramaphosa is going to be arrested at some point.
Sure.
That's my prediction. Yeah. Live and I live. And we'll see.
With public confidence in law enforcement in South Africa at a historic low, the Commission of Inquiry has an enormous task ahead. Will this be justice served or just more political theater? Let your comment be heard in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel.